And here we keep going with number 5 of 12, the square root function. Y equals the square root of x. Now, square root of x actually has a point at 0, 0, a point at 1, 1, and another point at 1, 2, 3, 4, comma 2, and it is literally a sideways parabola. So, that pictures didn't do very good justice, but it's a half of parabola on the top half of a sideways parabola. It does not show up at a V. It's literally a nice, smooth, U-shaped curve turned on its side. Symmetry, there is none, because there's nothing that it's flipped over. Boundedness, it is actually bounded below. It does not go past the x-axis. So the x-axis, or y equals 0, acts as a bound. There are no asymptotes. There are no points of discontinuity. And if you were to ride along this curve with a little person, you would be increasing the entire time on its domain, which means you would be increasing from 0 to infinity. I don't care if you include the 0 or not at this point. Now, extrema. There is a lowest point here. It is the absolute minimum equals 0. And again, this point 0, 0 is the lowest point, but it is the y value that serves as the minimum, but it is the x values that serve for increasing and decreasing. All right, range and domain. Domain, you're inside of a square root function. You cannot use negative numbers, but you can use all the x's from 0 on up. So our domain is 0, which is always included in this case, to infinity. Our range, well, our lowest point was at that 0 as well, and as it goes up the y-axis, uses all of them, so the range happens to be the same. That's supposed to be a 0. Should probably orient the board before I continue. Okay, but there's our domain and range for the square root function.